It's time for another edition of Belch Lombard! Yay! D&D last week was pretty epic-ish? I don't know. There was a lot of XP involved, but I'll get into that in a second. So, we're trying to get to this portal that, in theory, should get us to above ground, because we've been underground for this entire time. Our party was going along, and we saw one of the drow, or a drow, just, over by near where we thought there was an obelisk, I can't pronounce it. There was a thing, and it kind of looked like this drow was left behind, maybe, but we're like, why would that be? So we went up and started talking to the drow, and she's like, well, I recognize you. I need to take you back to the prison. And we're like, no, we're not going back to the prison because the prison is bad. Prison would be where we were in week 1. We do not want to go back to week 1 and have to do this entire thing over again. Well, maybe we'd be able to do a little bit better, but we don't want to do this. So, that's when a bunch of other drow and their priestess came out. Priestess, one of the two. Starts with a P, ends with an S, E-S-S. But we ended up having to fight. I don't even know how many people were, or how many minis were out there. Actually, we used dice this time, but whatever. So there was a ton of them. And I stayed pretty far back because, I have a ranged weapon. I still have my bow. And it took 2 real-time hours to complete this battle. There was a lot of going on. I had to stay far back because, the priestess hit the giant scorpion that one of our party members summoned and killed it in 1 hit. It was like 57 hit points in 1. It was not good. So I'm like, I'm gonna stay back because if the priestess can hit or can kill a giant scorpion in 1 hit, I don't want to be anywhere near it. So I stayed pretty far back, which was kind of lame, but I did not want to die. Especially with how my rolling's been. If I were to be knocked unconscious, I probably would not be able to roll an appropriate save. So, shooting from a distance, eventually we killed the priestess and killed everybody else. I was able to use Shatter again, which was awesome. And we saved one of the drow, to get information on how to make it up to the surface. We weren't sure how to activate the portal. So, this drow that was left recognized us, and he was like, and it ended up being our friend that led us out of the prison, which is good. So we made a deal with him that we'd bring him up to the surface if we could figure out how, and believe it or not, we figured out how rather quickly. Basically, you had to cast some magic onto this thing, this obelisk thing, and you were teleported to the surface. And the nice thing is, if you were touching somebody with that was doing the spell, then you'd be transferred with them. And one of our party members just happened to lean over me and said, "It's a port key," which kind of made my day. So now we are back on the surface. Yay! So that's pretty much where we left it for the night. We got a crazy amount of XP. 2 hour battle, I'd hope so, but I wasn't expecting that much. Well, I expected a lot, but not over 4,000 worth. So it was well worth the 2 hour battle because Belch is now a level 6 character. Yay. And also found out from the guy who kind of organizes the D&D adventures that in a couple months, I think March, the new adventure comes out. So we'll be doing that. Um, and I guess that will be all for now. And I will see you next week. Bye.